Hello and welcome, Whole Lot of England here, and hope you are having a great day. And as you probably tell with the length of the video, these are going to be some very short games. So we're currently watching some of these brawls with the 1 versus 1 games, and the first game is being brought to you by the Whiskey Priest, who is in his Le Table, which is the premium Tier 8 French destroyer. Now he's currently going against the Talon, which is the Tier 8 heavy Soviet cruiser, and you're going to see just how quickly these games can really end. Now, as obviously you know kind of how quickly it ends, because obviously in the title it's saying, these are 2-minute games, but it's just ridiculous as how, just generally how quickly this is. So this first game, it's really going to, I guess, show the importance of having RPF. As you can see, he's pinging up the Talon at the moment, just seeing where he is, and just using his speed boost, because obviously it allows you to get to a ridiculous speed of like 50. I think you can get up to like 51 knots potentially, I think it is. But it just allows you to go incredibly quickly, so he's making full use of that, so we can actually get into these caps, and he's already getting the first one, and he's also using the special French commander, or sorry, I always say commander because they always word it in this game as commander, but I mean it should really be captain. But either way, he's using that, so he's going to get he's going to get a perk every time he gets a cap, and the first one fires off now. There we go, and then the second one's going to go now. Now you can currently see his RPF just shifted there. So it's like, okay, he's about to get around that corner, so obviously Whiskey decides, okay, drop some torpedoes down, and then just get around the corner. I mean, I was going to say, I can't really see why the Talon's not using his radar, but at the end of the day, in this sort of game mode, you're going to be wanting to be in a position where you can actually fire at the enemy, so really, by firing it, you can see where he kind of is. You're not really going to be too sure, and there we go. Very, very quick game there. So now we are moving on to the next game, which is Daddy there, who's currently in his Odin. Now, I mean, with the last game, it just really shows that, especially in some situations, the RPF certainly comes in handy. But in this case, we're now watching the Odin, who is not in a destroyer, so he cannot have RPF. But instead, he's still going ahead, and we're going to see what happens. So we've got a somewhat of a different map structure here, where the caps are still, I guess, intertwined, but the other one, A was entirely within B. However, in this case, we've just got them overlapping, so it's just going to be a fact of getting in the middle. Now, I mean, the Odin, this is, I guess, pretty perfectly suited for this game mode. It's generally, I mean, these are brawls, and so you're going to want brawling ships, so the Odin kind of fits all those categories. It's pretty quick, it's well armoured, it's got good guns, it's got amazing secondaries, and as you can see at the back, it's also got some torpedo launchers, which currently house 4 torpedoes in each tube. Now he is going straight forward into the A cap, and yeah, he's already hitting, about to hit 30 knots there. So I mean, at the end of the day, he's not going at a slow pace, and it's just generally, okay, no, 29.8, getting there very slowly. So it's just a fact of, it's like he's not just going to be sort of stuck quite far behind. I mean, one thing that seems to be, I guess, a bit of a meta in this game mode is that you've got carriers, and I mean, in my clan Discord, it's pretty evident of how well they're doing with some of our CV players, as they are just absolutely dunking on people, and there's not much you can really do. But I mean, thankfully this game we're not going to be seeing a carrier, and instead going against a cruiser. I mean, it's taking him a lot longer to get into the cap here, so I mean, it's probably going to be a fact of him and the other cruiser are going to be coming in at the same time here. But we will see. I mean, you're not going to have to wait long, as I say. I mean, these are 2-minute games, and so at the moment, the cap's not actually flipped, so it is really neck and neck here. But in a second, we will see who actually gets around the corner. Yep, so he's about to get into this cap here. There we go. They've just flipped it, he's just flipped it, and now it's really just entirely guesswork as to where the enemy is. Now, obviously, you can work out at the moment that he's not on the right side of the map, well, on the right side of the island at the moment, because if he was, the other cap would start getting flipped as well, meaning he's going to be on the left. And there we go. Spotted, and that allows him to get some information here, and just waiting for him to come around this corner. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm assuming the Talon's not realising this guy's got torpedoes, or he's not thinking he's going to use them. But I mean, yeah, he's about to have a very, very rude awakening here, as those get popped out around the corner. This Talon just, unbeknownst to him, I mean, he's not even popped his radar to get information, but unbeknownst to him, he's just like, oh yeah, we'll just go around this corner, this should be fine. Drops the radar, and yeah. All 4 torpedo hits, and that was the second incredibly quick game there. So we do actually have an end result screen here, and you can see it's actually netted quite a few credits there, so 900,000 there, but I mean, what we're interested in really is the actual damage performance, or at least the damage he's done in the battle, and yep, 39k for 4 target hits. Managed to get it defended, and obviously, yeah, it was a one-shot there, so if this was a random battle, then this would have also been a devastating strike, but overall very good. And we'll just go to the detail report that was provided as well, just over here. Yep, so, yep, talent 39k. Absolutely brilliant. So that's really it. That just concludes the video, to be honest. I mean, as I say, it was quite a quick one anyway. Just wanted to go over and show you these replays because they're just generally entertaining to watch there, and just very quickly, just wanted to show you guys as well whilst these brawls are actually on. So that's pretty much for me. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.